This is not the Church of Latter-day Saints of Joseph Smith. This is the Church of Jesus Christ. This is not the Church of Latter-day Saints of Joseph Smith. This is the Church of Jesus Christ.
Travis Wingetzel. The season finale of NCIS in their 17th season was the last I saw of NCIS. So I didn't see season 18, 19, or 20, as the 20 is coming out on DVD next month. I only saw that Gibbs had been blown up on the boat, but I was aware that it was most likely a diversionary tactic to make people believe he was dead, as I just saw the episode where Fornell supposedly hanged himself. We need to change that in jail. And so, having obtained season 18's DVD collection, I read on the back cover that Gibbs is indeed alive, and the episodes are about his going around the world to do battle with the secret combination seeking to destroy the United States of America. And so it's strange that Mormons choose to be evil, that they refuse to grant Joseph Smith religious freedom to be what he says he is. That Mormons, in order to be loyal to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, lie about Joseph Smith in the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon says it's in the learning of the Jews. The learning of the Jews, Christ, is not Christian Jesus. Joseph Smith goes on to say he's going to be a Mormon in the future. And I've been telling you, he's here in the flesh, mortal, human, born and raised in the great and abominable church to rescue Mormons from the great and abominable church that they are held bondage in. But Mormons don't believe. Mormons are weaponized to attack me and anybody else who doesn't tell them what they want to hear. And in so doing, Mormons prove they are evil, and that they are of the great and abominable church, and that they do worship Lucifer, even though they call him Jesus. Because all Mormons know that Lucifer's doctrine is that of taking away agency. When you attack another person, you are trying to take away their agency. Exposing a religion for their hate, for their crimes, for their lies is not a big difference. And so in the scriptures, we are taught this. It's in chapter 7. And unfortunately, everybody only reads verse 1 of Matthew chapter 7. Judge not, that ye be not judged. And so you miss verse 5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. That is righteous judgment. You are to judge righteously. And the Bible teaches you how to do it. But they use a parable because you're stupid. Jesus tells you, I speak in parables because you're stupid. And so a mote, it's a tiny little splinter that comes from a beam, which is a frame log for a house or some kind of construction. And so those with a beam are making a false accusation that is insignificant in comparison against another person. It's real simple. And notice it's the same kind of accusation, because the mote comes from a beam. And so I, having learned the truth of this precept, now tell you that which you falsely accuse in another reveals the same and worse fault in yourself. That is not quoting, you can't judge me. No, I show I have knowledge of this precept because I put it in my own words. And so, as of yesterday, but overnight, the previous night, there began a second Mormon to put a thumbs down on every single recent video. YouTube's analytics this morning finally revealed who they are. It's among the 6.5 percenters of the 25 to 34-year-old males. So it's a Mormon between 25 and 34 years old. I know you now. You're exposed. Obviously, he's hiding behind his IP address that only YouTube has access to. But that 6.5% is listening more than others. Just the 35 to 44-year-old men. But almost all of the women categories. Women no longer listen. See, Nelson did this to you, didn't he? He tricked you, and now you're falling for it, and boom, here it is. because you thought that you no longer get to hearken to a man. That's not what he said. You missed it, and you're purposely missing it. And it's going to come back to bite you, because Nelson's got a devious plan. But one of the people made a comment, whether it's this new guy, which seems doubtful, because it's an older video of mine. The video was Brand New Church of Jesus Christ, Preach My Gospel, 2nd edition, cyber stolen. I haven't gone back to check recently. I checked several days after. They still weren't making it available for PDF download. And so that was interesting. But yeah, I checked it, and nothing was there. And so yeah, it took a week or two later before they finally did make it available. But here you have James Keith, who the picture's too small, but he's threatening my life. I should have reported him to YouTube, but I can't trust YouTube, and so I can only ban him from my channel. And so as I go over this, look for his beam, because he's only here in one video, and he's making some false accusations. And so automatically, because I know the precept is true, and I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Joseph Smith, I know that he has been weaponized by the church to do this, to make this comment. He is a follower of Lucifer. He's trying to take away my agency. And he says, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever come across on the internet. Did he even go to the church's website to check to make sure? Let me stop you right here, there. Taking away my agency. I have listened for 8 minutes, 18 seconds, where you have mocked God. So he didn't watch the whole video. He got offended early. Oh, just like the majority of you who have already left. Where you have mocked God. Really? Which God? Joseph Smith's God? Nope. All my videos promote Joseph Smith's God. Nelson told you, this is not the church of Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith's name for his church was the LDS Church. Nelson came out and said, it's a major victory for Satan to use that nickname. It's not a nickname, it's an acronym. It was the Church of Latter-day Saints. That is the correct name of Joseph's church, LDS Church. Joseph Smith's Christ is not angry with it, but Nelson's Jesus is. And so who am I mocking? Yeah, Nelson's Jesus. He says, I'm sorry. Oh, I guess I'll forgive you now. Bleep you. that my approach RN is not so loving. So you disobeyed Nelson from April conference. And you're apologizing to me? Seems like you need to apologize to Mormon Nelson Jesus. But this is wrong. You say you're sorry, and then you throw in a but? Bleep you! Get the hell out of here. See, he doesn't say what's wrong, other than mocking God. But again, he doesn't know the true God of Joseph Smith. He's lying. He went on a mission, he lied. I went on a mission, I lied. We all lie. We need to find the truth and stop the lies. We need to pull the beam out of our eye that was put there by this church. No matter what your beliefs and feelings toward any religion. See, that's disrespect. I just told you I know the precept of the beam and the mote is true, and put it in my own words for you, and gave you an example. What did he do? Nothing. He's projecting. He's mocking Joseph Smith's God, which is my God. He is not loving, and he confesses to that. But it's him who is wrong. And to call my knowledge as a belief or a feeling, bleep you. Get that psycho crap out of here. The church is embracing psychology because they are anti-science. They don't want Mormons to obtain knowledge, like I just demonstrated. They want you to stick with faith, which is belief, and feelings, which you call a spiritual witness. Faith without works. That's the Mormon way. And that is Lucifer's plan. You are followers of Lucifer because it's his doctrines that you follow. But he says, it doesn't matter how I believe or feel towards any religion. He says, you have no reason to go out of your way to be disrespectful, projecting, and call out people's religions. I'm the other. That's a great evil that people do, so that they can justify making these hate comments, and he gets to death threats. I have to be the other. I can't be born in the covenant Mormon. Oh, I mean, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Bleep you. Lucifer Nelson. That is his name, by the way. Russell, Red, Marion, Star, Red Star, Mars. Mars is the husband of Venus. Venus is the symbol of the inverted pentagram of Lucifer. As the bride, she is the church of Lucifer. Mars. Nelson. Nelson's the head of the church. Which church? The Church of Lucifer, the great and abominable church. Ta-da! Oh, you need more? You've never seen the inverted pentagram on the keystone of the doors of the Salt Lake Temple. Bleep you. Get out of here. You and your little devil worshippers. I will mock you. I will disrespect you. Because the scriptures tell me to. Doctrine and Covenants. Contend against no religion except no church, but the church of the devil. We'll give you the passage here. As we're getting into 20 minutes. Contend no church, but no, not Corinthians. Save it be. Yeah, Doctrine and Covenants, section 18, verse 20. Contend against no church, save it be the church of the devil. So I'm ordered to. I have no choice. No, I do it because I have knowledge. The beam that the church put in me has been pulled out. And now I can see clearly to judge the church. And any dumbass Mormon who comes to attack me. Nobody has the right to do that no matter what their beliefs are. No, I do, and I just demonstrated that I do. So you can use your scientific method all you want. See? The church has weaponized him against science. The five senses of reality. But do not take my God's name in vain. Really? And what is your God's name again? Jesus, right? Nelson has ordered you to frequently repeat the name Jesus for the name of the church, right? Here's Joseph's doctrine on the matter. Section 107, starting in verse 2. Why the first is called the Melchizedek priesthood is because Melchizedek was such a great high priest. Before his day, it was called the Holy Priesthood, after the order of the Son of God, but out of respect or reverence to the name of the Supreme Being, to avoid the too frequent repetition of his name. They, the church in ancient days, called that priesthood after Melchizedek, or the Melchizedek priesthood. And I've done the videos where I've explained it to you. It's Amen from Emmanuel. He's the Egyptian sun god at noonday. So go back to the first vision again. I saw a pillar of light above the brightness of the sun. Bleep you. Get the hell out of here. And laugh at religion. Contend against no church but the church of the devil. Like this on the internet. And here's the death threat. God will not be mocked. Really? I've been doing this for years. Where's God stopping me? D.M. Murdoch was an Egyptologist who exposed that the New Testament stories came from Egypt. And so she believed that the New Testament was just a plagiarism of the Egyptian documents. She died on Christmas Day, 2015. Christians all cheered her death, saying that it was their God who murdered her, and that their God is now vindicated Is that what James is talking about? Or has James got something else in mind for me? Beam and mote.